Hi, my name is Michael, and I'm the negative for banning pageants for the children under the age of 12. The proposed ban for pageants for children under the age of 12 is a slippery slope by allowing the government to censor this. It gives them precedent to ban or censor anything, which is it's a violation of the Constitution, which is the right to association. Censorship is only permitted if there is a clear and present danger, which is not seen in pageants. The reason why pageants aren't being passed, to be banned in the United States is because there's no statistical proof showing that there's a psychological harm. Kelly Wallace, CNN, she says, I think allowing them is a slippery slope where the government starts dictating what activities parents can or cannot make available to their children. Banning all pageants would include also natural beauty pageants as well, which is different from the glitz in those pageants. That puts them in the gray area. Those pageants, they don't allow makeup, heels, flippers, which are those fake teeth that they have. One of a famous organizer for natural pageants in France was Michael Parmentier, and he's the organizer of the Mini Miss pageant. It's a natural beauty pageant that forbids makeup, high heels, corporate sponsors, and focuses on princess dresses and natural beauty. And the princess dresses are more geared towards children to make it more innocent. Valerie Best, the director of the Best Shining program, which is also another natural beauty pageant, says society is too quick to judge. Society is too quick to judge something they're not familiar with. A pageant run properly is no different than a young girl competing in gymnastics, a school function, or anything that has a score kept or judged upon. Not only does all the competition help the children later in life, but it also inspires confidence. And not only are the pageants a great sense of camaraderie between the participants, they also make a lot of lifelong friends. And not only are the pageants good for the children's future, it's also fun for the children. Helene Malmismo is an active parent that attends pageants, and she says the most of the pageants sell foods that kids love, including pizza, hot dogs, popcorn, and other snacks. Some larger pageants have backstage activities for the kids, and they even have costume characters that interact with the kids sometimes. Pageants aren't always based on looks like the media perceives it to be. Michael Parmentier, which is also the natural beauty organizer in France, he says, for us it's not about trying to transform a girl into a woman, it is just about dressing up like a princess. They're just judged on personality, and the winner will be whoever smiles the most and isn't grumpy. Not only are pageants fun for the children, they also lead to rewarding careers. Martina M. Cartwright, PhD, explains how youthful participation in pageants and dance competitions are a wonderful experience and lead to careers with social skills. If a child continues to compete in beauty pageants in college, there are monetary prizes that do not hurt the children's chances of attending college. Just because the cash prize isn't as high as they explain it to be, it still doesn't hurt. The proposed law that they're saying is similar to the one in France. It's very harsh. It would punish the organizers of pageants for underage girls with as many as 2 years in jail and a $40,000 fine. The problem with such government action is that it doesn't address the basic problems of parents, especially mothers who push girls to become beauty queens or models, often forcing them to portray the hypersexualized look. Also, their argument is that it's sexualizing the children, but I don't understand how a 12-year-old could be sexualized, but there's a huge difference between a 13-year-old being sexualized. Hillary Levy Friedman, a research associate at Malcolm Weiner Institute for Social Policy of Harvard Kennedy School, says such a ban wouldn't fly in the USA because historically and legally, our system defers to parents to make the right decision for their child, and we see the family as more of a private entity, which goes back to the Constitution and the First Amendment, right to association, which this law would be violating. We often forget that the children actually want to participate in these events. Sometimes parents are living through the child, but 95% of the time, parents really are doing it because their children want to do it. A great example is Ashley Berry, a national spokesperson for the anti-bullying campaign, like Robert had said. She's a frequent pageant contestant and believes there's nothing wrong with the children competing in pageants. She says, I understand why the public perspective tends to be so negative about competitions because they're little girls. I wish the public saw more of the experience that we get. So before we judge these pageants, I think we should actually experience them or like get to know them a lot better. That's the end of my first negative.